Oh, you want me to open it?
What's up, guys? I am the real Juan, and I am joined alongside with the 4K bad guy. Um, Another new episode 6 of Friday the 14th presents UHD.
Nice.
The D is always capitalized. If I'm right, I'm right.
It's
Man,
capitalized.
it's capitalized. I know I kind of threw an introduction to you, but you're Nick. How are you doing today, man?
How am I doing today? I'm doing just fine. Had a day off, so we're able to start a little bit earlier than usual.
It's always good to have a day off or more extra time when you're talking movies. I don't care what episode you're on or what podcast it is. It's always good, man. It's always a fun. It makes it. I think it makes it smoother. Honestly, I don't know about you. It makes the transition just smooth. I don't know. Have you been looking forward to what we're talking about today?
Looking forward to it. Yeah. Uh, like like I was saying in the last episode, it's been a while since I actually dived into this movie. Um, and just a little bonus. Not only did I watch the first movie, I watched the second one also, along with the other Rob Zombie movies. So it's
Oh,
been a
nice.
Rob Zombie week,
So
Phil.
you Rob Zombie'd it up then.
I did.
Good.
Even like last night, I was watching the Lord of Salem. I only had like 30 minutes left.
Is that
Haven't
first
finished
time
it.
watch?
For me, it's the first time watch.
What do you think so far?
It's very I don't know, man. It's just compared to the other movies I've seen, it's a little bit different, but it's so just like trippy.
Yeah, Lords of Salem has some like really big. I throw this word out there a lot, but Lords of Salem has some big A24 vibes compared to different Rob Zombie movies. So
Essentially, that's actually what I was gonna refer to it. I was gonna say like it kind of reminded me of a Midsummer or even Hereditary, a little bit
yeah,
Hereditary.
yeah. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Um, but yeah, for everybody that's joining us right now, that's what we're getting into is Rob Zombie's Halloween. And I think the reason I picked it at least is I feel like it does get overlooked, and I feel like it is a tad bit underrated. So yeah, you want to talk about it, or you want to dig into anything else? I feel like I haven't seen you in like months.
It's been months. It I haven't seen you since like 2021.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Um,
How's that even possible? um,
but last Wednesday though, let everybody know in case they didn't. You guys talked about a Netflix movie on the main show on Friday the 14th.
yeah, we did. We reviewed Aftermath, movie that came out in 2021. I think it's Netflix exclusive. Um, I don't know. Is that without giving away too much?
Yeah,
It was a decent watch. I mean,
go back and listen to it. You guys, that show is still on Spotify, wherever you guys listen to podcasts at right now, right?
so yes, yes. I made an error on the last episode. I say that we were longer doing it, which is it's still true. It's just that that episode was gonna be that was supposed to be the last time we get a on audio.
Okay.
But the way
So
I worded it, I was like, oh, we had completely stopped doing it.
okay. So Aftermath was the last one
Yes, so officially that was for now.
for now. So you guys can catch our beautiful faces on YouTube. But the YouTube channel is popping, man. You guys, it's not only horror movies every Wednesday. Productions has a lot of stuff on growing every single week on it.
Yeah,
See
as
those YouTube numbers are growing, man. That's good.
as like to say, seductions.
Uh, Busy week though, man. Are you excited for WrestleMania week?
WrestleMania week. Yeah, I mean, the only wrestling I'm probably gonna see is just on the weekend, WrestleMania or um NXT.
Oh yeah,
I don't
NXT
know
is
when they're gonna
Saturday.
show that.
It's Saturday at noon.
Noon, so early on. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, and then WrestleMania starts Saturday night at 7.
I probably won't catch it on time. My work Saturday, so and Sunday.
Man, yeah. Um, but let's dig into it, man. We'll kind of shoot off with some of the cast. Um,
Halloween night is when.
oh, that's some exclusive sound bites right there. But I'm going to
That's
show,
pretty caught me off guard there.
yeah, I'm going to show the cast right quick before or while I. Rob Zombie's Halloween debuted March 31st, 2007. After being committed for 17 years, Michael Myers, now a grown man and still very dangerous, escapes from the mental institution and immediately returns to Haddonfield to find his baby sister, Lori. If you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, starring Malcolm McDowell, Scout
Say,
Taylor.
I'll say famously known for Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah,
That's
Clockwork.
like his main. I'm sure he's
Classic.
come on plenty of other projects, but for anyone like who's that guy? That's him.
You also have Tyler Maine. He plays the ginormous Michael Myers.
The Shape. Yeah.
Sherry Moon Zombie. Brad Dorff, Sheriff Brackett.
Chucky.
Chucky, good one. Danielle Harris, who's a Halloween classic, man. She's from Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah, Jamie Lloyd. That's
Yeah.
very surprising. At the time when I was watching this movie, when I first watched the movie, because I was like maybe preteen. I'm pretty young. um, so yeah, watching it, I had no clue until like maybe later on found out.
And then you know what? I had to point it out, man. Danny Trejo's in this.
Machete.
The Machete himself. Yeah, yeah. I think just for him being in this movie automatically has to get 2, right?
Plus by default, he gets two.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna probably butcher his name, but young Michael Myers at age 10 is it? I'm gonna say Dag Farich.
Died for
Died?
I don't know. She
Um,
never said his name or like even back like in behind the scenes stuff. I don't remember hearing his name.
Clint Howard, who is famously Ron Howard's brother. This guy right here. Some of the orderlies. Then you have your classic Rob Zombie cast. He's somewhere in here. Where is he at? Bill Moseley's in here
Bill
somewhere.
Moseley.
Yeah. Sid Haig. Sid Haig is Chester, the guy who walks him to the grave, I believe.
Yeah, he's
Like the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. Yeah.
Not that Undertaker.
WrestleMania week. But Bill Moseley, I mean,
Where's he at?
it really depends what version you're watching, because I believe the theatrical version is when you'll see Bill Moseley appear.
Oh, okay.
The unrated, you won't get him.
Thanks for pointing that out, because yeah, unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's unfortunately, but like I have the one I watched is the unrated version.
Ooh.
And the unrated version, that I have does not even have a choice to watch the theatrical version. But if you watch it on Netflix, I believe, which a lot of people who are streaming this right now probably are going to watch it on Netflix. I think the version that's on Netflix is the theatrical version. I'm not sure. What did you watch? Did you watch the hour and 40-minute one or the 2-hour one?
So I do own the theatrical cuts, and I went with the theatrical because I mean, I don't know. I felt more likely you were going to go with the unrated version, but
I was hoping that it had both of them because I was in that mood. I'm like, I'm going to watch and compare to both of them, but unfortunately, the unrated director's cut only comes with the unrated copy.
I mean, the steelbook copy I have right here is the unrated version, and they have this one. This is like the theatrical copies on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
I forget what is it like it's a French. I don't even remember what kind of release it is. It's not really so much US. Just I mean, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I threw in my Rob Zombie Halloween 2 disc in there.
Oh, nice.
because it comes with that second disc, but I think that's like widescreen. I think I don't know.
See, the unrated version that I have, it's got the unrated movie, and then disc 2, which has Jamie's face on it. Disc 2 is a 4.5 hour documentary put out by
Also, it's
Rob
a
Zombie.
documentary on there.
Yeah, the making of. So 4 hours. That's a long documentary.
Yeah, pretty lengthy.
I've never seen it though.
Me neither. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was gonna really dive in so much into the documentary, so I just, like I said, I replaced it with my Rob Zombie 2 and that one.
Did you just toss the other disc? You're like, trash.
No, I didn't toss that. I actually put that copy in my the 10 disc Halloween set I have.
So we got the story and the cast. You know, I think it's a great cast. You can really feel like it's a true Rob Zombie cast. And I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit later. But as for next, is it time to do a spoiler rating already?
Ratings.
Man,
We are at that part.
and we
I mean, you could start us off since you're the guy.
out of 5 machetes, I think I'm gonna have to settle for a 3.
A 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. And I'm gonna save the spoiler. So right now I'm just gonna say 3, and then we'll talk about yours. I'll dig into my rating a little bit later on, and I'm sure you will too.
Oh boy. Okay.
These are always fun.
I feel like I'm gonna go 3 too.
Good. I was hoping you know, I know you're a huge fan of Michael Myers, and I was like, man, he hasn't seen this in a while. I wonder if he's gonna, you know, I wonder how bad it's gonna be if he, because I don't know, man. Some people really love the original Michael, and you're just like, when you compare this one to the original, which I don't think is fair. Some people just really shit on this movie.
Yeah.
But if you want, we can save rating talk for a little bit later and just dig into the movie if you want.
Talking to the movie. Yeah, so 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5 all around.
And then this movie is not on H. That's what I was going to point out. This movie is not on 4K yet.
No.
Yeah,
not yet.
But I like your poster.
I had to cut out Rob Zombie's name a bit. His film by Rob Zombie, just to fit in that little logo spot.
That's good. Opening up the movie, man. You get to see the background of 10-year-old Michael Myers and the trailer park-esque family that he was brought up into, with the stepdad and Sherry Moon Zombie as the mom, and then Judith Myers. I don't want to compare the 1978 version of this movie because I think it's unfair, and I don't think you have to. But did you enjoy the background of 10-year-old Michael Myers, seeing how crazy his actual childhood was in Rob Zombie's vision?
Oh boy. 10-year-old. I don't know. Like I said, when I first saw this back in 07, 08-ish, I thought for the time it was kind of cool, but then just going on later, growing up, just like kind of hate the opening. Well, at least the family breakfast scene, I can do without.
Yeah, I would agree. And I want to throw these numbers out there just so people can understand how much people really hate this movie. Kind of, IMDb has it at 6 out of 10. The Meta score is 1 out of 5, and then the Rotten Tomato score is 28%. And I don't know. People really hate this movie, and I don't know. It made $80 million at the box office. Michael. I think anytime you put Michael up on the box office, though, he's gonna make money.
He's
They
gonna make
could.
money.
Halloween Ends comes out later this year. I think if you have another Rob Zombie Halloween 3, if it came out like in a year right after Halloween Ends, I think it's going to make a lot of money. I think people would still go see it.
There's a little fan base that does want a third Rob Zombie film.
Yeah.
I still don't even know what the hell you would even continue the story, since I mean, I think either alternate ending of that second one is just it's just weird.
And I mean, I wanted to get in and watch the second one before today, but I just didn't get a time to. I might try to watch it today or tomorrow, but yeah, I agree with you though. I really do think that you could live without the opening breakfast scene. It
I
was
like. I mean
just
that this. I mean, the dialogue itself. It's not. It's not so much the actor. The actor portraying the stepfathers. I like. I do. Think he's a cool actor. I liked him in Devil's Rejects.
Yep.
But this one's just like, meh. Or Michael. This seems like a whiny little shit. I don't know.
yeah.
It's like, damn it. Because watching Michael Myers, he's known as he's the boogeyman. You like he has no. He's also not supposed to be no personality. It's like,
So you think Rob Zombie gave the little 10-year-old too much personality then?
essentially, yeah. Yeah, they feel like it's just like really give a reason for him to be like going psycho, like oh, he has a messed up family, and I don't know.
Now I did enjoy, I did enjoy the bullying. I'm not enjoy, but I did appreciate the bullying of Michael getting bullied in school, and then I did think that him torturing the animals, taking pictures. I did think that was smart by Rob Zombie because when you look at the way people are today, or the way some of these killers in years past, that's kind of how they were brought up, bullied, and then they would torture animals. So Rob Zombie bringing that into the movie, I thought was pretty smart. Because the groundwork is laid for a killer. So, but yeah, I do agree with you. I don't think the little boy should have had any kind of charisma, and I don't think the little boy should have had any kind of like facial expressions.
His little screaming.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to cast the little boy, but yeah, I would probably say he's probably my least favorite in the whole movie.
Yeah.
What do you think about him casting? I mean, obviously it's his wife. He cast her in most of his movies.
Of course.
What do you think of her being the mom? Do you think she was fine, or do you think hey, I would have went with somebody else?
I think she did. She was pretty good in this one. I mean, literally anyone could have been the mother, realistically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they spent too much time on young Michael? Like literally from the opening until you see him as the gigantic Michael that you see later on in the movie, they spend almost a whole hour on 10-year-old Michael. Do you think that was too much time, or did you enjoy that first hour?
May have been a bit too much extra time.
Well,
like
you also, I mean, you also you watched the theatrical. So, did you get the same feeling? Like, did you get the whole hour too, or was it less than an hour?
well, the theatrical, I don't think there was really not a big of a difference, to be honest. Most of it was there, same.
Oh yeah, there's only a 10-minute difference. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah. But I think the whole thing just plays out the same. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much I can maybe just go to like where he does his kills, like when he kills up the spy kid,
Yeah,
Judy.
yeah. He kills the bully with the big tree trunk looking thing.
That was a cool scene. And
Yeah,
him
he
killing his
kills.
family.
Yeah, he kills the boyfriend, Judy's boyfriend, and then he kills Judy or Judith. And then Ronnie's kill I thought was pretty impressive. Right? That's Ronnie, right? The boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ronnie.
he's
Um,
a. I'm assuming he was like drinking a lot then, right? Right.
yeah, he was
It's like he
drunk.
was just knocked out, like just get duct taped to the damn couch. So, oh shit! What the fuck?
Unhook me, you little rat bastard.
you bastard!
Yeah,
Oh man,
this is the first movie that I heard about skull fucking at the beginning of the movie. Um, these people don't have nothing else better to do than to mow their grass at 7 o'clock at night. These sons of, I don't know if you're getting all that feed over there.
I can hear
Yeah,
it.
I need a. Um, but yeah, I could have lived without probably so much of young Michael. Even though I think that's a fun vision. Like Rob Zombie's like, hey, this has never been done before. Let's show a little bit more of young Michael.
Oh, Michael.
I just think
Versus the from the '78 movie. I mean, he has that little scene, but I mean that doesn't take a big chunk out of the movie like what he did with this one. But other than those scenes, I say the sanitarium. I like it, but then I don't like it. um, let's see. Of course, he goes in there and he tries to play it off like, oh, like he didn't kill off his family. When I say family, I mean, it was just his sister. He could give a shit about his stepfather and the boyfriend.
yeah,
I'll give it that. I mean, he kills out the boyfriend. With I think he knocks him off the baseball bat. Because in the original one, I think the boyfriend actually escapes. He doesn't get killed off.
oh yeah, he does in the
So
original. He doesn't. Yeah.
so you get a little bonus points there, but there's that part where he kills off the nurse.
Oh yeah, he shanks her with a fork.
So I believe in the unrated version, she makes that comment like, "Oh, there's no way that she's related to you, right?" I think
Oh yeah,
that
that's in
comment
there.
she makes.
Yeah, there's no way she could be related to you. She's pretty, and you're like ugly as shit or something like that.
The
She pretty
fiasco,
much
I
calls
think,
him.
they cut that out, and I think they show him just strangling her.
Or does he stabs her with a fork, right? He like sticks the fork in her throat.
Yeah, I had to rewatch the unrated. I just
But yeah, that's the last scene you get, and then like because Dr. Loomis goes in there and tells him that we're not making any. Or no, that's the scene where Michael is Dr. Loomis spends one more day with him as he's like 20 years old or something, and you get him
all silent.
all silent. And he's like,
H silent.
yeah, this is true. He's like, we're not making any progress. You're not talking to me. You haven't spoken a word in like 15 years. This is my last day.
So he's like, "You son of a bitch, you're giving me the silent treatment again."
Yeah.
Again, no. I was like, "Look, man, I was wasted 15 years of my life just sitting here talking to you."
What do you think? What do you think of the tall, ginormous Michael? Do you like how he is? Like 7 foot.
Oh man, I mean, the size of Michael Myers is it's ridiculous, but I mean, he's more intimidating. Like, yeah, he's more terrifying. This guy's brutal. When I think of tall, long hair Michael Myers, that first thing that comes to mind is Kane,
Yeah,
especially when he's wearing the mask.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
they make him freakishly big in this movie. Yeah. Do you think it's fair though? Like we're comparing this Michael to the '78, or do you? I mean, is it just so the first one and the original was so good? It's almost like you can't compare it.
mm, both
'Cause
movies have their positives. Of course, 70 has more flawless, but
yeah, I was gonna say it's almost. I think if you hold '78 up, I don't know if you could find a true horror fan to say anything negative about that movie.
I know we already skipped over the scene and all, but I thought that was pretty hilarious. The transition, I believe it's like Christmas time, or maybe not, because I hear like the music playing in rock. Loomis is all just strolling down on the sidewalk, entering the asylum, and then Michael's just screaming, "I hate you!"
Oh,
I just thought that transition was hilarious. So yeah, it was also calm, peaceful, and then bam. But nah, that's before he goes into silent mode. Um, I love how Loomis is telling him like, oh, he's like, in some sick way, you become like my best friend.
oh yeah.
So as fucked up as that sounds, he's like,
I mean, yeah, you do get a little bit more like interaction between not between Michael and Loomis because obviously Michael's not speaking at that moment, but um, that's something that I wish that you could have seen probably a little bit more in the original is more FaceTime with Michael and Dr. Loomis. Um, you get that obviously in the sequels, but I think in the actual original movie, it would have been pretty cool to see more interaction of Loomis and Michael.
the silent Michael, not the talking Michael.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Um, yeah, but do you have any positives other, out of young Michael? I know you said that you didn't really
Mm.
quietly enjoy some of his stuff, but do you have any kind of positives out
For
of the
young
first?
Michael,
Yeah, out of young Michael, little Mikey.
little Mikey,
Besides Danny Trejo, he was my favorite.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
I was really trying to look for but no, I don't. I mean, can't really. Besides, like the only don't when he's human mode form. I say form. What the hell does that mean? Human form. Human. The side of him is just kind of whack. But when he goes into killer mode, that's probably the only. Say, all right. I just prefer him silent.
yeah. No, I agree. I think if you know this movie could have easily been like a 2.5 for me, but I think I just have to appreciate that final hour of the movie and what Rob Zombie was trying to put together. I think that last 45 minutes of the movie is stellar. Um, and we'll get into it, but yeah,
So we go into the breakout scene. I guess we can say both. The unrated version. A scene that probably should not have been in the movie to begin with happens because of two. What's the actors?
the two orderlies. Um,
Yeah,
so you feel did you like that scene?
what the unrated version?
Yeah, because I don't think that's in the.
The theatrical now.
You talking about the rape scene?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just weird. They go and they have the balls to go inside Michael's room and do that, and then this guy's already just trying to work on his mask and
he's just
to
it's art
cover
for
his trying to cover his ugly ass face, like he says. He's trying to make art,
it's
and then you
arts and
distract
crafts
him.
time. Yeah,
He's like, this way he has to do all day every day. Besides talking to Loomis when he comes in, but that's it. That's how he gets out because you have two guards that are really dumb.
You think that scene needed to be in there?
Nah.
No.
The theatrical, I think, is a little bit better. Yeah, some of the people, like some of the actors that are actually from the Rob Zombie movies. Like you have Bill Moseley coming out. He's one of the securities. Uh, one of the other actors who plays, I think she's the same actress who plays Mother Firefly.
So I'm glad you brought that up. In the theatrical version, how does he escape? Is it the same way you just don't see the rape scene?
Yeah, you don't see that scene. I think they're the security that are in their office area. They're talking not too long. It's just like a it's just a little conversation, and I think it transitions to them walking Michael out. There's like four of them are surrounding him, and they're walking. I think they get to like a smaller area, and I believe Michael. That's when he attacks them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing. If I could disagree on some Rob Zombie movies, I don't know why he feels the need to put a lot of those scenes in those movies, but I do feel like that's just one thing that should be taken out of most of his movies. I don't know if he's just got like a fetish or if he feels like his story needs some of those scenes, but I don't know. I could live without most of those. Yeah.
He escapes from there, and then he goes on to kill off. He goes on a killing spree, and then he comes across my boy Dan Trejo, Machete.
Yeah, he treated him wrong. He took care of little Mikey, and how does
Man,
little Mikey repay?
it's like you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
No, but
But I
yeah.
will say it was a pretty brutal scene. Killing his name in the movie is what Ismail, I think. And we're not going to call him that though. We're going to call him Machete.
When he comes across him, he's like, oh man, let me get you back in your cuffs, your handcuffs.
Now, little Mikey, let me put these back on you.
He's all slowly put on him. Michael's like, oh, he just grabs him. No,
He Great Collie in his ass.
And then he started drowning and blood starts coming out. And then he's still Machete's still alive, of course, and he grabs the TV and drops it on him.
TV.
I would say that out of all the characters I feel bad for, that's the only character I feel bad for.
Yeah. Long live Danny Trejo. He should have been in the sequel, damn it.
Should have.
What'd you think of the teenage cast? We'll come across Danielle Harris plays Annie. Christina Kleb plays Linda. And then we get introduced to Scout Taylor Compton as Lori, who she hasn't really been in really too many other movies. She's been in The Runaways, Halloween 2. She hasn't really been in much. Those are really the only big movies that she's been in. So just The Runaways, Halloween, and Halloween 2. I think she's been in just a lot of independent stuff. So what did you think of her playing essentially, one of the most important Halloween characters besides Michael? Did you like Laurie in this movie?
The portrayals of the teenagers, of course, they're
updated.
They're updated, very more modern. Versus the original Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. She was more of the nice girl, nerdy one. Well, this one she was nerdy, but she was also freaky.
Yeah, she was. I mean, honestly, you could say she was an updated bookworm. Like, who maybe a lot of those updated bookworms in the early 2000s. She was book smart, but probably freaky on the side too. She studied hard but partied harder.
Party harder. My question to you is, which version would you swipe right on? on Tinder.
70s Jamie and now.
Hmm.
I mean, there's not a button where I can hit both, right?
You can't hit both. You just have to make another account.
I would have to go with 2007's Lori.
Okay, I mean, maybe makes sense.
Seemed like she was she knew how to work an iPhone. I think Jamie Lee Curtis's Lori was, and that's another small issue that I had with this movie. That's pretty funny the way you bring that up, but I feel like you felt more sorry for Lori going through what she did in the '78 version. You're like, oh, she doesn't deserve any of this. She's doing everything she's supposed to. She's proper. In this one, you're kind of like, these stupid teens are playing around. They kind of get what they deserve.
Get what you, I was gonna say, the Joker. Get what you fucking deserve.
But what did you like in this movie that they automatically used the sister for Michael's reasoning to go out and get her? Like in the first one, that wasn't really flirted with. Like Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't the sister originally.
Yeah, introduced that to the second one.
Yeah, but in this one, they automatically just threw it at you. Did you enjoy that? Because he kind of had reasoning to do what he was doing, kind of. Like he was a little psycho anyway to begin with, but now he's got purpose. Like he's going after somebody. Or were you just like, no?
I don't know. I feel like from Rob Zombie's head, he probably feel like, well, I'm not gonna get I don't know. Maybe he did feel like he was gonna get a green light on the second boy, because it was pretty much a given for the numbers that was gonna be at the box office and whatnot.
Yeah, almost $90 million.
I mean, I feel like that's what he was saying. Like, oh, if I don't get a second movie, then might as well have this be the whole thing. I like how he just has he holds onto the picture, just a picture of them. There's no way that baby's not related to you. You're ugly as shit. No, just going back to that scene.
I mean, the 10-year-old Michael Myers did look like a real life Chucky doll.
This is the inspiration, and then of course he had Brad Dourif's in the way. Could have voiced over him.
No wonder he's only in like 2 movies.
Well, yeah, it's probably jumping scenes already, but because you see he busts out the picture again. When he comes across Laurie again, he's like, I don't know what that means. I don't know who is that. I don't know who they are. And this guy he's on full silent mode. He doesn't know how to talk anymore.
You big red retard.
So
he just grunted.
Spit it out, my boy, man.
He does the heart thing.
You what? You love me? He's a creeper. No, can just say I'm your brother. But you're going back to the as far as what I thought about teens. I think it works. I don't know if this whole timeline's supposed to be set in the same like 70s. They don't really acknowledge that, or do they? I can't remember. I just know they say it.
I couldn't even remember if I saw a cell phone in the movies. Did Laurie or anybody use a cell phone?
I'm going blank at that moment. It's a bit blurry.
I think it is updated. I think it does take place because some of the cars are newer. It looks like. I almost feel like if you could recast it, would you have Danielle Harris play Laurie?
Until Danielle Harris dye her hair.
I mean, Laurie could be
a brunette.
A brunette. I just feel like bringing Danielle Harris into this movie. I feel like he could have capitalized and made her the star of his two movies. I don't know. It's like she was so good in Halloween 4 and 5, and I know he only wanted to bring her back as like a tribute to the franchise, but I would have made her the star of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know about Laurie Strode. I mean, I'm throwing out if they were to bring back Daniel Harris, not as Jamie Lloyd, but I think it could work at like they start for like they redo it again like after the Halloween ends, and she's playing like a different character and being the lead though. I could see a movie going that direction instead of being like a Laurie Strode or a Jamie Lloyd. Although some people want to see the Jamie Lloyd return because Crystal Michael Myers did her dirty.
I mean, yeah, she died in that movie. The character died. What did you think of Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett?
I like him here, but I think I like him even more in the second one. He's Brad Dourif, so I mean, he's always gonna be good.
Yeah, he's always joy.
I just kind of hope he just in every movie from now on he just does his Chucky laugh.
At least once, like that's
At least what?
That's his cameo.
So what are you doing?
He could play Santa in a movie, and instead of Santa, doing the Santa laugh, he just does the Chucky laugh. That'd be awesome.
Yep. I was like, you got so used to interchanneling his Chucky that just this laugh.
Oh
man.
They do introduce something that's different in this movie. Michael, I'm saying everybody's name but Michael. Michael Myers goes in to the Strode house and completely just demolishes the mom and dad, which is something you don't see in the original movie. You have a lot more kills in this movie, which I do appreciate. Michael just goes in and just ransacks the Strode house, and
he goes ham on everyone.
Yeah. Which I enjoy. I feel like these movies, again, one of the reasons why I picked this is it's updated. It's an updated Halloween movie. 2007. It's his reimagination of the classic, and I think it's pretty cool that there's 10 times more deaths, 10 times the gores,
and 10 times more nudity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheriff Brackett finds his daughter topless.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's a movie that she's actually revealed herself. Cause like I don't know, I can't imagine this being the movie she went all out. It's like, all right, it's how to go topless.
She was in See No Evil too, but I don't think she was topless in that movie. And then she's done a lot of like independent horror movies, which most of them I hear are underrated.
See No Evil 2 that came on 2000. I don't know.
2011.
I was say like she did a movie with a guy who looks like Kane to go on a movie with actually Kane.
Oh, she was in what was it? Hatchet, right?
She was in Hatchet, yeah, with the Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
His name's Kane. Jesus. So, yes. Kane comes back to it's Kane. I think some people actually thought the person betraying Mike Myers was Kane, like back when I was in school.
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
because he was so damn tall. Like, why?
It's just Tyler Mane, man.
The main guy.
He's the main guy. Even like not even like talking, he's probably the best actor.
That's true.
Say what?
So you didn't like some of the? Did you have a lot of issues with some of the characters in this movie? To me, I mean, I did feel like Danielle Harris was great. Brad Dourif was amazing. Loomis was top notch.
Of course.
So they definitely sprinkled. They sprinkled a lot of seasoned actors all over the place. But I feel like Laurie was kind of just the one that needed to be it. Kind of just dropped the ball.
Well, if it counts for anything, man, she was better in the little kid Mike Myers, for what it's worth.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the
Boy,
two little kids that played Lindsay and Tommy were better than
they
10-year-old
were
Michael
better.
Myers. Yeah.
Mm.
The guy outside mowing the grass over here is better than the 10-year-old Michael Myers. I had a problem with him too, and ever since from my first watch all the way to this one, that's always been my main issue is the casting choice for the 10-year-old Michael. Yeah.
Hmm.
So you're not alone. Like, yeah, it's bad.
Always talking about like I know we're talking about like deaths when I feel like kind of missed the main death. What is the main death, you may ask? The main death was actually in the gas station.
Oh, where he gets his little overalls.
That is the spot where
Yeah,
he gets his overalls from Joe Grizzly.
Joe Grizzly.
Um, so comedic humor in a way. Well, he goes in there, he's all knocking on the stall, the restroom stall, and he's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a while. I had myself, I forget what he says, some kind of food, and he's all just looking through it, scrolling through like a porno mag. So it's gonna take even more longer jerking it." And then he's like, Michael's still very wanted to get inside. So I don't give a damn. I need to take a shit now. So he said. But you see Michael's feet; they're all like huge and dirty,
Look like hobbit feet.
and he still's like, "Oh, all right, he's gonna step up on him." He's like, "You know what you're messing with? I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch." But I mean, I think he only gets to like, uh, he throws a punch. I don't know if it lands or it got caught.
It's Michael. It got absorbed by the badassery.
But either way, it just didn't go down the way Joe Grizzly wanted it. It's like Michael's way, like, give me give me your knife. Starts breaking down the the wall stall. Oh man! And then, of
Which
course he ejects his overalls, and I mean he every time I see the scene when he zips up, it looks like like oh he took a piss on him.
like I don't mind if I get killed. Don't take my dignity and take my clothes off my
It's like
ass. Like damn.
he's like, yo, that he's like can scare him away too. That jacket is tight, you know what I mean?
Joe Grizzly. Dude,
Ken
that sounds like professional wrestling name.
that actor his name's Ken for I don't know how to say it right. Ken Forey. But I mean
He's
he
in a lot of
comes
he's in a lot of Rob Zombie movies too.
yeah, he appeared in Devil's Rejects. Comes out Lord Salem. I was watching that last night.
Yeah.
I actually got to see him at a con, but I wasn't really too familiar with all his work. I just know that he started in Dawn of the Dead,
Oh yeah.
and then I just know him for Joe Grizzly. So I remember seeing him pass by. Franco and I used to we were selling stuff like at a booth, and he had walked by. I thought it was a pretty cool moment, just seeing him up front. It's like Joe Grizzly, bitch. I didn't tell him that, but I thought,
He looks at y'all's table and is like, how much is this motherfucker?
motherfucker. Oh, what are you gonna say before I rudely interrupted?
No rudely.
That was very
No
rudely.
interruption. But no, that was a great scene though, because that's really the first time that you ever see Michael kill for the clothes.
For clothes.
You don't get to see that in the original. Are you glad that Rob Zombie did put his own twist on it? Because he could have done what some people have done with remakes or classics like The Lion King. He could have like literally did a shot for shot remake, and people would have been like, if I want to watch the original, I'll just watch the original. But
Essentially, yeah.
he put his own twist on it, and people still kind of been like, it's shitty. Like I was reading a review earlier, somebody gave it 1 star and said this was the most pointless remake they've ever seen. And I'm like,
I
come on,
mean, I wouldn't go ahead that low, but
yeah. And this is a 1 out of 10 scale. So
oh
yeah, I'm like, I don't really think it's that bad. I don't even think it's a bad movie, honestly.
yeah.
I think people are just people are really harsh when it comes to Michael Myers. Don't get me wrong, I love Halloween, and it took me a while to love Halloween 2018. I watched it on the very first try, and I'm like, it's a good movie. But it didn't take me till like that second or third time. I'm like, okay, it's a great movie because I was just so in love with the first one.
Yeah, a lot of people give 2018 praise. Like I don't know. I think when I saw it back in the theaters, I watched on Halloween Eve. Um, I liked it, but I wasn't like completely blown away by it as everyone else was.
Took you a few
So
viewings, right?
it took me a few viewings. Because I recently upgraded I had the Blu-ray copy for a long time, and I've recently upgraded to the 4K version.
Oh yeah, very nice slipcase.
Yeah, 2007.
But Rob Zombie's version, I think, is different. He's got his own little mix on it, and the only thing that was Rob Zombie's endings to me are just well, this one again. I haven't seen the second one in years, so you can bring that one up if you want. But as far as the '07 one, I feel like there's 3 different endings shot back to back to back. It could have ended when Michael abducted Lori, which is something that's different. Never happened. Michael literally went and abducted her and took her away. That could have been the ending. And then you could have had the ending in the dry swimming pool, right? And then you could have had the ending where he busts her out of the cop car. So you have like, Rob Zombie is just so undecided on his endings. You're kind of like, oh shit, what was the actual ending? And then when you go back and look at the special features, he had an alternate ending. And I'm just like, yeah. What did you think of just that last 15 minutes from the time he abducted her? Because in this movie, Annie is still alive, right? Daniel
Yeah,
Harris is still alive at the end of the movie.
that's what I was surprised by that because maybe we're comparing it again. The original Annie, she dies
Yes.
by getting choked, strangled, in the car, and then you got that loud honky noise. But
There's a loud
this
honky. Where's that loud
is a
honky at?
loud honky honking. Let me phrase that. And this one, she just gets left topless. Fan service right in the bed. mm, I don't really know why he lets her live. I don't know if
Maybe
he
he.
got. I think he got a few stabs, like because her face gets it has
Yeah,
marks.
she gets pretty scratched up. I think it was one of those like, oh, I forgot she was still there. But
He forgot.
by the time he sees Lori, he's just worried about abducting her.
Well, because in that scene, Annie's
He's,
boyfriend is hanging above, um, and I think Michael's hiding in the like in the corner, like near the door,
Mhm.
and of course Lori's going that way, and then I think Michael walks up and he's like admiring his work, like he. That's what I always find hilarious. Like a lot of the movies, they always try to give him like this. He's very humorous, like he's very
Hey,
childlike.
a lot of people today don't admire their own work. I think you got to step back and take a look at it.
It's just funny. I was like, this is hilarious.
If
Just gotta
today's
look at
work if today's workforce had Michael Myers' thoughts, the world would be a better. Well, no, I'm not going to say that.
what's even more hilarious is that Annie's still alive and she's on the floor and she's like, "Oh, Lori, Lori," just shouting like so many times
Behind you.
Behind what?
Behind you. So yeah, I mean, Annie's alive. She makes it to the sequel. But did you enjoy the abducting and then the final end of the movie? I thought the abducting was pretty cool, but I think the movie could have ended with him abducting her, especially if he knew he was going to get a sequel. I thought that would have been a pretty good, a pretty good cliffhanger.
The way he was
Yeah.
carrying her out. Towards the ending, I mean, it was a long chase scene.
Yeah.
a bit too long. Could have shortened it up a bit. But like, of course, I like whenever Loomis he finally comes around again.
Yeah, Loomis.
But I thought it was interesting how they try to insert the famous line from the original. Was that the boogeyman? Yes, it was, but that was inside the car instead of the house. And then bam, he pops up, Michael, and Lewis is like, "Oh shit!" His reaction.
Bitch, you ain't going nowhere.
Ah.
Get over, bitch. Yeah. The whole time I was just thinking, like, it would have been pretty funny if Michael McDowell was like, "Evil dies tonight."
Oh shit! Evil dies tonight. It's pretty hilarious how they show the scene of him going inside the gun store, and he chooses to go after it. He gets a little regular smallest gun. He should have just got like a bigger size, like a shotgun or something
Bitch, get the shotgun.
like that. And it's like, and I play that guy who from Halloween 4, I believe. The old guy who picks up Loomis, the original Loomis. It's all you're hunting it, all right.
You're hunting
Choose that line for fun.
Those are some fun movies, man.
You're hunting it, and he's just drinking. But yeah, Michael gets shot in the damn pool, and then he gets up. Wasn't enough. And then when they're inside inside the house, the abandoned house, Michael just over hitting the ceiling with the damn board. It's almost as he's playing whack-a-mole. But no.
Yeah.
Towards the ending, I mean, them falling off together, I guess it works. It's not as iconic as the original. Him just falling down by himself and him disappearing. But I mean, I guess that's cool. Just falling together. Then she has a gun.
Live together and they die together.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully I didn't spoil. No.
You spoiled everything.
No. We didn't even mention Sherry Moon's death. The mom doing off with herself whenever she's watching the family videos. And it was sad, man. I forgot that the baby was with her, and then she does it, and then you just hear the baby. And I'm like, oh,
why are you leaving me?
Stop looking at me, baby.
She had no. Man, she didn't give a damn. It's like, fuck. I don't have no this bratty ass child.
But I'm like, yeah, she must have really loved Michael. Like, you have this baby that you can just start fresh with right here, right now.
Nope. Just go wipe it up. Just wipe it. It's like, oh well, I failed my job. I'm not a fit mother.
See, I would have been like, you're not a fit mother from 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes prior to the movie when you got this handicapped guy talking shit to your kids.
Handicapped guy. It's like, damn, this guy's an asshole, and then her daughter's a bitch. I don't know. It was you couldn't just start fresh.
I guess that's true. She bit the bullet.
I think it was also her job too. She got tired of doing stripping
Oh
and
yeah,
pole dancing.
the stripping would do it.
This song, Lovers.
Oh yeah, that's the song that she was listening to while watching the family videos.
What? Wasn't this song?
Not know there wasn't. That would have been. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that is probably towards the end of the crystal, right? They just like they show the photos or the live, I don't know, video recording.
After
It's like a tease ending because he gets shot, but you don't know where exactly he gets shot. So how does Michael survive that? He got shot in the face. Yeah.
Man, what could have been.
I'm saying like this was one of the movies where you knew was coming for the remake era. Rob Zombie, I mean, I really didn't know much about him before actually watching the movie. Then later on, of course, like, oh yeah, he's actually an artist, music artist.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stop me. No, wait,
I didn't know that. Yeah, like I knew about his music first, because when I was in high school, like was his really really hot music era. But he directed a lot of his own videos. A lot of his ideas were from his music videos, and then it just leaked onto his movies. And House of a Thousand Corpses was his first movie I think he directed. So
I'm pretty sure him just going into these movies, like I was like, he's pretty much essentially just making long as music videos.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of the way stuff shot is kind of just, it's all random.
Which I think that would be a unique conversation one day, is the very first Rob Zombie film.
Zombie.
One day. What do you think though? Like looking back now, seeing most of his stuff, do you like or appreciate most of his stuff, or are you like, I can live without his movies? You being a big horror fan.
He has his own style. I mean, once you say to yourself, all right, I'm watching a Rob Zombie film, you just kind of learn to accept it.
Yeah.
Versus like you said, or I think it was like our last episode, don't go into it thinking it's a Halloween movie. Go into it thinking it's like a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah.
Which essentially, I mean, that's all it was. You had all the actors he said in previous films. So you had all three, the three main actors of Devil's Rejects and Thousand Corpse.
Yep. So yeah, I every time I get done watching a Rob Zombie movie, I'm just like, I feel like I have to take a shower.
You gotta take a shower?
Yeah, the movie is just so dirty and bloody and grimy. I'm just like, nice.
Oh, even that, just like, I feel like taking a shower after I wasn't even done watching Lord of Salem. That's how I feel like I need to take a shower.
Yeah.
Oh,
that movie. What did he do? What did he do after?
After what? Rob's Halloween 2?
Well, there's a movie that came out that wasn't
A Future Life.
31.
Oh, that one came out like what, 20?
That was 2016.
16.
31 is one of those movies that is different, but it feels like a Rob Zombie movie, but it doesn't. I don't know. Did you get to see 31 yet?
I haven't gone that far yet, but that is besides Three from Hell, that's his last film, I believe, or is it Lord of Salem?
No, that's the last one. Three from Hell was his last one, and then the one before that was 31.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it yet. I did see this one out. The Rob Zombie animated film. El Servicio.
Oh,
Yeah, so you get a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff out of that. Michael Myers makes an appearance.
so what are your? Do you have any final thoughts on like Halloween, or like what are your thoughts on Halloween 2 on his H2?
His
Like,
H2 whoa.
yeah,
That
whoa, yeah,
whoa.
Is
A
it, is
lot of
it
people hate that movie.
so
Uh
since it's something you recently watched, would it ever be something that you feel like you would want to talk about one day, or were you just like, I'm good?
talking about next week.
Let's do it.
Halloween 2. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more this time around watching. I know that my first couple of watches weren't all that. Those are a good experience. I mean, I did watch the theatrical version, so I don't know how much that differs from the unrated. Maybe I just prefer theatrical versions
Maybe.
of Rob Zombie movies. But I'll give him props for the second one because I mean, this one there's a little bit of part two in it. I don't know about spoiling anything. This movie has kind of been out for a long while, and
Yeah.
even then, that it's not like the whole thing. From there on, it's all pretty much original stuff, I believe, unless he kind of threw in some hints of.
Yeah, I mean, and if anybody wants to watch Halloween 2007, it's on Netflix. But Halloween 2 is not. Halloween 2 is on Tubi.
To be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of tempting. If we should review that for the next movie,
We're getting close
back
to
to back
making
to
the
back.
announcement.
Oh man, no pressure.
But before, what would be what would be next?
What'll be next? Film facts, if there was any. I'm pretty sure there was.
Oh yeah, there's some fun facts about um, let's see. Tyler Mane is the tallest actor to portray Michael Myers at 6'8". The movie's production was delayed due to the death of Mustafa Akkad, the producer of all 8 previous films. Akkad died in of severe injuries as a result of terrorist attacks at Jordan in 2005. This one is interesting, and I would have loved to see this. Emma Stone auditioned for the role of Laurie Strode.
Emma Stone.
So this would have been right after Superbad. She auditioned for Halloween.
I don't see it.
Rob Zombie was against the idea of actors from any of the previous films being in this movie, with the exception of Danielle Harris. But Harris revealed in 2013 interview that producers didn't reach out to her. She had heard about the role and at a convention, and her agent told her to go to great lengths to get her an audition. So, Before deciding to go with Rob Zombie's version, the studio was about to greenlight Halloween: The Missing Years, which would have been a prequel set within Michael Myers' as early days as the Asylum, leading up to the original 1978 movie. Okay, so let's talk about that then. That means that the studio legitly wanted a Halloween prequel, but didn't necessarily want Rob Zombie's movie. So that makes more sense now then. That makes a lot of sense of why they probably greenlit Rob Zombie to do it. And they were like, give us an hour of what you would say the prequel would be. And then you can do your remake of the original. So that makes a lot of sense.
Speaking of prequels,
I do like the name though. Halloween: The Missing Years.
the missing years, the early years, the forgotten years, the wonder years.
And then I'll end it with this one because I think this is absurd, especially with him being an actor of his caliber. Malcolm McDowell has never seen the original 1978 Halloween. And that, sir, I tell him, good day. That's upsetting.
Not seen.
Yeah. And those are your film facts.
Film facts! Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Well, we already know the answer to that.
To be continued. It was continued.
I'll discontinue it.
So are you kind of saying that since Rob Zombie's Part 2 was more of an original idea, did you like Halloween 2 better than the 2007 movie? I would love to talk about it one day because even more people trash on Halloween 2. So yeah. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'll let you talk a little bit more about the to be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Is it really? Do you feel like it's as bad as people say it is, or are you just like?
No, because if you've seen Resurrection, then no.
Resurrection is trash.
Definitely, yep.
Yeah, I would rather watch both Rob Zombie movies back to back to back than ever watch Resurrection again.
I don't know. It's hilarious because even though Resurrection is pretty trash, I still watch it. Like I remember I was watching Pluto TV, and they always show like the same movies over and over again. And I'm like, it's always like either middle to the end of the movie. I'm like, all right, I have nothing else to put on, so I just have it playing in the background. I'm like, why the hell am I watching this?
I still own the movie just to put in the collection, but I can honestly tell you that it's been maybe 4 or 5 years since I've watched it, and I don't think I ever have the desire to watch it again. The love of that movie for me, or the love of there's no love at all. Like the desire to watch that movie died the same time that Jamie Lee Curtis died in that movie. Like after that scene, there's no reason to watch any more movies. There's no reason to watch it. Even the wig. Oh yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. Even though it's really terrible and we trash it, could you imagine if we did talk about it and we made Fuentes watch it? Now that would be a fun conversation.
I'm just gonna give it 5 number. 5 at this. I mean, it has the actor from Luck of the Irish and Smart House.
Don't forget Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, Tyra Banks.
Stop.
You got the jackpot, man. It's sweet. But if we continued, I'm seeing about the overall story. If I knew that part 2 was gonna go a direction it did, I'd say no. But just out of curiosity, I'd still say yes.
Yeah, I would have. I didn't really love the way this one ended. I thought it was okay, but I would like to see Rob Zombie and people trash on these two movies, but I would like to see if he did have a third installment, what it could have been about. Since we do know that there's a second one.
Yeah.
So,
from what I gathered throughout, since I was like doing a whole binge on his movies, I'm like, Halloween, Michael Myers was the movie you probably should not have dived into. The movie you should have dived into was. Can you guess what movie I'm gonna point at?
is this going to be the movie that we're talking about next?
No, that's not the movie we're talking about.
Oh, I got excited.
Oh, you almost got excited. I was kind
Yeah.
of teasing there, but I was just saying, like, on overall, I think he probably would have done maybe better in this franchise. Can you guess what franchise?
Rob Zombie would have done on a better franchise?
Not the Halloween franchise, but another franchise.
Hellraiser.
No.
No?
He would have made it a lot worse.
Oh, damn. Rob Zombie franchise.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah. Not
Is
his
it a
franchise,
franchise?
but it's a franchise of an icon.
Friday 13th?
No.
Damn. Freddy?
No.
All right, I'll let you pick.
All right. So I think he would have had a better take on, well, not from the original, but if he would have chosen an icon, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Yeah, I can solely agree with that because his Three from Hell and his Devil's Rejects feel like a Southern Texas creepy, I'm gonna fuck you up kind of movie. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
He's had scenes where they cut off people's faces.
Yeah.
And there's that scene. It's probably going to spoiler territory, but I can't remember if it's Thousand Corpses or it's Devil's Rejects, where Bill Moseley's character Otis he puts on the face.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with that 110%. It definitely, he could, yeah. I don't even think it's one of those where you said he should have. I think we need to get in contact with his agent. I think he does need to do a Texas Chainsaw movie, especially after what was just released a few weeks ago.
And on top of that, he even used an actor who was in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Bill Moseley. Chop top.
Yeah.
So like,
two.
but as far as movies, I am for
maybe
picking.
He can't. Maybe nobody's given him a green light on it.
That's probably what it is. He's like, I want to do Texas. Nope, you can't do it. Yeah. Why not?
You fucked up, Michael.
Just give me another shot, man. Just give me another shot.
It only takes one shot, one opportunity.
So next film, oh man, I had a movie like in mind. Like we should dive into this movie. Then I forgot it.
Are you gonna do an announcement on the Instagram?
Instagram.
And put it on the story one day?
One day.
People know that way?
But I think I already came up with another plan.
Okay.
So okay, if this movie is available anywhere, I don't really know that's why I'm trying to not say something and then I had no access to it. Let me check it out first. If I can't get that movie, then I'm just gonna go by default movie I own. Shit. Movie. Although I mean, I really do want to review this movie. I don't own it myself. What's it on?
Dun dun dun.
Dun. This is just it's a suspense. What is he gonna choose? So it's on. A lot of it's all premium stuff, so I don't really know. Unless I just buy the movie.
Uh-oh.
Well,
What is it?
Silent Hill,
Silent Hill?
the first movie.
Yeah.
But I had to buy it.
It's not on anything.
It says it's on Hulu, but I don't have Hulu. You don't own it yourself, do you?
I do own. Yeah, I own both of them.
Oh shit.
That's funny. I have the second one on my personal Vudu, which you could watch there, but I don't have the first one. Surprisingly, it's not even on Tubi or anything.
Well, I might have to save that for another time then.
Save it for another time.
So
That's a good choice, though.
The runner up for now. I'm sorry, people who actually like, you son of a bitch, you should just buy it. But so the runner up, it's probably a terrible movie, but it has a big actress in it. The slow review.
Gothica.
Yep.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. I think I've only seen this movie once in my life. That was very early on, like when it came out. So I don't have no memory of it. It is on. I don't think it's on anything. You'll see anything, do you? Now available on YouTube, $1.99. Just a bunch of. I think I'm striking out.
Why is that? You're good, brother. I can find
you
it.
have the movie?
I find it.
You can find it.
Yeah. For sure. If that's what you want to talk and review, we will talk and review.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. That's what I'm gonna do.
Also has Penelope Cruz in it. And Robert Downey Jr.'s in it.
Oh man, you got some all-star cast right here. There he is.
John Carl Lynch is in it.
Gothica. Look for it now on DVD.
Gothica. Oh shit! Fuck. We're not doing a Kevin Hart movie.
But I don't have it on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray.
Did you get to see the trailer?
Huh?
You saw the trailer, right?
It went by pretty fast. I was looking at it, but it was like, oh, I don't know if that was like. I mean, clearly, I was like a DVD advertisement. I don't think I was like the official.
Oh, well, yeah. There you go. Gothica, Robert Downey Jr., Penelope Cruz, Halle Berry. I'm honestly kind of excited.
Why is that?
Because not only do I get to see a movie that I've never seen before, I get to go on a Blu-ray hunt.
I mean, good luck.
Worst case scenario, if I can't find it on Blu-ray, I'll just rent it on like somewhere.
A lot of these, I mean, it's usually the early 2000 movies they're more rare or not. They're difficult, but not too difficult. Like there's a higher chance of you getting it online shopping than in person.
Oh yeah, I have a few vintage stocks around me that like sell a bunch of older Blu-rays and stuff. So I'll get to go out on the hunt and look there. But if not, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Amazon have it. So,
Amazon. Well, that's the next film. Before going into our plugins, um, this is a real random topic. I'm just gonna get thrown onto the show because apparently that's the big headline, right? Um, Will Smith. Will Smith.
the slap heard
The
around the
slap.
world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was what was your? I mean, you
My
talked
first,
about on your show, right?
yeah, I talked about it on Monday. My first thoughts were, um, I at first thought it was fake. I thought it was part of the night. Let's get people talking about the Oscars because nobody fucking watches the Oscars. Something inside me to this day still thinks it's fake, but after seeing some of the headlines today that came out just a few hours ago, the Academy wants Will Smith to. They're starting to investigate whether they want to take the award now away from him. And if they can get another actor to accept it, then they'll take it away from him and give it to somebody else. I guess they had also. I did find Gothica, by the way, on Blu-ray.
Oh
But
shit.
but anyway, um, yeah. The Academy also said that Will Smith refused to leave the Oscar ceremony after he slapped Chris Rock. So the Academy has initiated disciplinary actions and proceedings against Will Smith for inappropriate physical contact, abusive or threatening behavior, and compromising the integrity of the Academy. He was also asked to leave that evening and he refused. So it looks like they're going to probably take the award away from him, which to me I think is a shame because he is one of those actors like Leonardo DiCaprio, who at one time had never won an Oscar, even though he's been in a bunch of great roles. And now he tarnished that legacy just because a comedian made a joke.
Mm. He's a person who did his job.
Yeah. A comedian.
A comedian.
So, and even a few years ago in 2016, Jada Pinkett was like, "Hey, that's a comedian's dream is to one day host the Oscars and just roast everybody who's there." And now,
Hypocrite.
so many years later, you know. But I mean, if she's bitter, I mean, I would be bitter too if I made the Matrix Resurrections.
Oh man.
So
Chris Rock's joke was mild. I mean,
to be
it's funny.
fair,
It's funny because I didn't even think about that as a joke itself. Resurrection. To me that probably would have been more of an insult. And the Wolfman's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch." You had to go there. The funny part of all that is that he was laughing himself.
Yeah.
You see Will laughing and then it cuts off. And then he's, oh shit, I got caught. But I mean, sucks. Can't just be can't tell jokes about people.
There's a time and place. Will Smith could have handled that a lot different, and I think I mean, I can't harm anything that Chris Rock did because he just did his job. He wrote a joke. He said the joke. People for decades have been going and roasting people back in the day. Richard Pryor, everybody roast people at these award ceremonies. It doesn't matter if it's the MTV Movie Awards or the Oscars. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people watching it or 20 million people watching it. This stuff happens every single time that there's an award show. So, and Chris Rock, to me, handled it the way you're supposed to. He took the shot and he was like, "Just a joke, man." And then he continued on with the show. So, yeah. But if anybody's winning out of this, it's Chris Rock because I've read that his ticket sales for his current tour is through the roof. They were at like 20%, which was average for him. Now they're at like 65%. he's selling out his shows now since what happened. So he's reaping the money. And even though I love Denzel's words, like Denzel Washington's words to Will Smith was like, the higher you go, the more, people are going to take shots at you, which is true. But Chris Rock didn't take any shots at Will Smith, or I think Jada Pinkett. Chris Rock knows the struggle that Will Smith went through. He still knows what they're both going through. But yeah, wrong time, wrong place. And if he gets the award stripped of him, that's embarrassing to me. I would never want to act again in any other movie. Oh, Will Smith? Yeah. He's not going to be known as the Fresh Prince anymore. He's going to be known as the guy who got an Oscar stripped away from him. First time in history. Yeah.
Will Smith. God damn it.
Yeah.
You had to do it well. Could just sit your ass down and enjoy the show.
Now, see, if The Rock was up there saying that joke, Will Smith, I saw a meme that was like, Will Smith would have just kept laughing. He wouldn't have went up there and slapped the shit out of The Rock.
So we should try.
Yeah. But, man, it is what it is. I feel bad for Will Smith because, if he felt in his heart he did the right thing, then he did the right thing. And if that's the way he feels. But it sounds like it's going to cost him.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's going to be an actor. The only thing that's going to save Will Smith, I think, is I don't think there's going to be an actor that's going to accept the award that was stripped. So I think Will Smith keeps it by default.
By default, you get
Yeah.
Who'd be an addicted? Just like, yeah, I'll take the award.
Yeah. Give it to LeBron. I'm sure he would fucking accept
Oh
it.
shit! Don't give it to LeBron. Why? That's the last person you want to give that award to.
Nobody accepted it that was in a good movie. So let's see who was in a bad movie. Space Jam 2, LeBron, you'll take it.
What was it? What? You didn't win the NBA Finals, so here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about that? I know I kind of just like went on through a tantrum. Do you think he should keep it? Do you think they'll take it? Do you think he deserves to have it taken away, or do you think they should just not? They're obviously not going to invite him again, for years to come. But do you think he should keep it, or do you think they should take it away?
That's a great question. I mean, there's got to be some type of consequences. That's how you're it.
I mean, it's on HBO Max, but that's what he won it for.
King
And
Richard.
honestly, it was voted for me. I named it number 1 for me, my favorite movie of last year. But yeah, nobody's gonna look at that anymore and
Just
be
give
like,
it to the Williams family.
there you go. That's a good idea. If they really do have to take it away, yeah, they could put it in their trophy case with their billion other trophies.
He said it himself. Like he was sick. It's not even about me win this award. It's for his whole breakdown of what he says, but he just mainly said it was because of
Want it for them?
supporting cast and the family. Yeah,
that's insane.
but it's like, well, you did it to yourself. So, man,
That's true, man. It's a shame too because it took him a long time to get where he's at. So,
yeah. As far as the IG, you can follow us at Friday the 14th Podcast UHD. Follow me at the bad guy, the 4K bad guy. That is, I'm not just any bad guy. You can follow the real one at Cinema Movie Podcast. You can also search him and the boys over at anywhere you can hear podcasts. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google.
Google, the iHeartRadio,
Yes.
Pandora, Amazon Music, wherever your little ears want to listen to us.
Can I find your stuff on the hub?
On the hub? Oh,
No, I think that's no.
not yet.
Not yet. You're gonna start exclusive
Exclusives.
on
I do
OnlyFans.
have some. Yeah, I do have some Patreon stuff in the works that I'm trying to get through. But other than that, man, yeah, wherever you guys listen to podcasts,
Patreon.
you can listen.
I know you're
to us.
flirting around with the idea of Patreon, but what would your tiers be?
I would have a $3, an $8, and then the magical one would be 15.
The magical wand.
Magical wand.
I
And
want
why? And why do you say weird random numbers 3, 8, and 15? Just because I'm that way. Everybody has a $1 or a $5 or a $10. I got to be different. 3, 8, and 15.
3, 8, 15. Thought you were gonna give me like a legit reasoning. Well, here's why. 3. So I just go into detail. Like what?
Yeah.
I had 3 tacos,
3 tacos, 8 beers,
8 beers.
and 15 divorces.
Damn, you'll play a
Damn, boys. But
15.
man, the next time we talk on Friday the 14th UHD, and that's going to be April 13th for Gothica. So that's going to be mid-April. Pretty fun. Sounds like a fun day, fun episode. Wednesday the 13th.
That's not Friday 13th, but it's Wednesday 13th.
Yeah.
Wednesday is the 3rd day.
Wednesday the 13th.
And 13 is one of my favorite numbers.
There we go. So
The
that should be a
threes.
favorite episode. Gothica. I'm excited, man, honestly.
There is a day coming up. I don't know if you still wanted to go along with this plan, but Friday is April Fool's Day. And Warren and I had been talking about doing a special live stream on the 1st.
This Friday, April the 1st. I think we're going to talk some physical media.
And we're going to be cracking jokes.
Yeah, and showing off some discs.
I like it.
Yeah, should be a fun hangout Friday, April the 1st. I can't wait.
Since you're still like trying to finish up on our latest episode of Friday the 14th, I will give you hints for our next movie review. It is a sequel.
Oh, I'm excited.
That's all I can say.
Me and the others will have to go back. Everybody will go back and listen to the last Friday the 14th episode. Aftermath.
It's gonna, yeah. Anyways, you want to close it out?
Sure. Thank you everybody for joining us this episode, and have a great week. We'll talk to you guys on Friday, and that's it for me.
Remember, folks, always bet on the bad guy.